Hey, what's going on, Mesen Productions family? Today we're going to be going over how to gain clients through Instagram, part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, go ahead and check it out. I go over the how-to and the strategy with how to actually go about doing the action to gain clients. And so if you haven't seen that video, we're just going to make it a quick summary of the video. And so the main thing is getting numbers, right? And so I use something called Google Docs, right? And so yesterday I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I did 11 calls yesterday, and I have a follow-up time on at least 9 of them. So I have at least 9 numbers. I have 2 emails right here. I have, like I said, 9 follow-up times. I have 2 calls today at around 1. And so that's how I stay organized, right? I stay organized by doing these calls, scheduling meetings, booking appointments. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you so much. But that's kind of the strategy, right? That's how I actually do it, right? And so what I do is I get a Google spreadsheet and I literally just go for numbers, right? So I'll go through the Instagram, I'll build some quick rapport. A good way to find some people is, hey, who's liking your content? Who's leaving a comment, but most importantly, who's liking your comment? And you basically just want to go in and say, hey man, what inspired you to go about liking my content? I appreciate you, reaching out and liking my stuff. What about my content interests you? Or what is it that I do that interests you? Maybe that's the way you can start the conversation. You build quick rapport. And then from there, you just want to get their number and you just want to get on a phone call with them. It's the most important thing is getting on the phone. If you know Grant Cardone or just anyone that's really good at sales, they're constantly on the phone and they make millions of dollars just through phone calls. I know Grant made, $100 million deal just through a phone call. So phone calls work. Phone calls are absolutely necessary to build your business. If it's really up to you, right? If it's up to you, then you should definitely be getting on the call. So step 1 is obviously selecting a platform, whether it's Facebook or whether it's through Instagram. I personally like Instagram just because I can get numbers like that. Like sometimes I can just be like, yo, dude, you look absolutely amazing. What's your number? And I don't even have to say anything. But then people will just give me their number and I'll give them a call. So this is going to be part 2. This is kind of going to be the how-to on the phone call, the step-by-step process with how I go about just, doing what I do. And it's really all about confidence. And it's the most important thing is confidence. And you just want to be straight up, right? If you have a package that costs $500 to $1,000, you just want to say, hey man, to be straight up, this package is going to cost $500. It's going to be a trial month. And what we're going to do is we're going to give you 3,000 active targeted followers towards your business, 100% organically. It's all targeted. And it's going to be specific to the demographics of your target market as well as specific locations that you want to tap into. And so it's going to be a $500 investment, or even we recommend going 3 months for $1,000. And so that's $500 off, right? And so that's kind of the close. That's kind of explaining what the deal is, what the package is. And you want to make sure you have that confidence. You want to make sure you explain it with confidence once you get the package across. Now, obviously, this part where I'm asking for the sale is at the end. And so, how do you start the call? How do you begin the call? And so it's super simple. Yo, hey, what's going on? It's Tom from Mesen Productions, or it's Tom from Instagram. How are you doing today, sir? And you want to have that enthusiasm. You want to have that energy. They're not going to hang up if you have the energy, if you have that young attitude. If you have that young enthusiasm, they're not going to hang up. So it's like, hey, what's going on? My name is Tom. I actually just messaged you through Instagram. How you doing, sir? Or how are you doing, my man? And you just want to build some quick rapport. Hey, dude, I'm doing amazing. Or, times are tough right now. Hey, man, I hear you. Tell me more about your business. How are you doing with it? And in the beginning, when I said either someone's going to boast and brag about how much they're making, or they're going to say how little they're making, how their business isn't working. I personally like working with those people because I love creating success stories, and I really like helping people that just don't understand social media. There's so many people out there that just don't understand social media. And so what we try to do is we try to implement and give companies tools, not just strategies and mindset stuff, but actual tools, actual marketing strategies that they can put out on social media that will convert into clients and sales and so on. And so, the next question I'll ask is, hey man, what are some of your goals for this month? Or, what are some of your income goals? How are you guys doing in business right now? And that's a good way where you can kind of get a price established, because if they're doing really, really good, then you can charge a premium. If they're not doing as well, maybe you can think about doing a payment plan or bringing down their price a little bit. And so, after that, I say, hey man, how's business doing? How's it going? They're going to say their whole thing, whether it's bad or whether it's good. And then, what I'm going to say is, hey man, what are some of your goals for this month? Where do you want to be? You said you're doing amazing, but where would you like to be this month? Are you improving? Are you declining in business? Would you like to improve? And, what are some goals that you have set to improve your business? And so start to have them talk about their goals, right? And then once they go through that, you just want to say, why do you do this, man? Like, why are you doing this? Like, are you doing it for the money? Are you doing it because you like talking with people? Like, why are you doing what you're doing? Get them talking about the why, and go deep with the why. Go as deep as possible. Make it emotional for them. Make it them emotionally attached to their why and to their mission. Most people are gonna be like, dude, it's something that I've been doing since I was a little kid. Or, hey man, my dad died and I took over the business. There's a ton of different reasons for why people do what they do, and that's the most important thing as an entrepreneur is to ask that why and why people do what they do. It's the most important thing you can get established on the phone call. Why do you do what you do? Next step is just, hey man, what are some issues, or what are some complaints that you have, or what are some minor issues that you're facing right now, or some minor problems or setbacks, or what are some goals that you've been working on a while? Go through those goals, right? And so once they go through the struggles and the tribulations, all you really want to say is, hey man, most of my clients honestly suffer from the same thing, or they experience the same thing. And so, we at Mesen Productions like to create packages to actually help improve that issue. And so what I recommend is doing a $500 trial. I'll just be straight up with you. It's a $500 package, and it's going to be a 3,000, organic targeted leads and clients to your Instagram page for the month. If you want to upgrade that, we can do $1,000 for 3 months is going to be 6,000 followers, almost 10,000 followers. What would that mean to you? Would you rather have 100,000? And this is just me talking to you guys. Would you rather have 100,000, dollars, or would you rather have 100,000 like really, really organic, targeted followers that absolutely love what you do? I know for me, since I run a company, I would want the 100,000 clients, because that can turn into hundreds of millions. You only need like 1,000 really, really solid clients, right? You only need like 1,000 really amped up clients to make, 6 figures to $1 million. And so, I kind of get them going through that mindset if it's something they can't really see. If they don't understand the power of social media or video content marketing, social media branding, if they don't understand it, I'll kind of just go through that. So if you're going to get objections, oh, it's way too much, or I don't really see the value in that. You kind of just want to open their mindset up, show them why it's valuable, show them what the package comes with, get the price right off the bat. Hey, I just want to be straight up with you before we go through the rest of the call. It's going to be a $500 package, and it comes with this, and that. But before we get into that, let me ask you this. Why do you do what you do? So you can experiment with it. Get on different calls. Get on book calls. Like yesterday, I did 10 phone calls. It was literally all day, just doing phone calls. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go to church though, but then I'll be back at 1, get those 2 phone calls done, and I also have like 7 more DMs of people interested with what I do. Another way to get leads coming your way is to download the software. Download a software that can send out automatic DMs. Right? I'll say it again: automated DMs. There's many softwares out there. If you want one, we have an in-house one. But basically, have a system that can send out at least 300 comments per day that vary. You don't want them all to be the same. But basically just saying, like, I know for me, it's like, hey, we specialize in building brands. Would love to do business with you. Just shoot me a DM and we'll show you how. And it's just a super straightforward thing like that. And you'll be surprised. Like we'll get like 20 to 30, real active business owners every single day, because we're targeting business owners within the software. So it's only commenting on like high professional business owners, right? And so we can change that target market with whatever it is. So if that's something you guys are interested, since you're already a client, we could hook you up with a deal. But that's basically the setup that we have right here. Go for phone calls, be organized. And one last nugget of gold, you want to have, your daily goals set out, right? You want to have your daily goals for your income goals, right? So today is Sunday, right? So my goal today is to make 125, because my personal goal in profit is just 3K, which is nothing, right? So that's just my personal sales goal for the month. And so I have to make 125 bucks every single day to reach that goal. And so this is going to help hold me accountable every single day to make sure that I hit that 3K goal. Is it a lot of money? Is it hard? Not really. If you break it down, it's just 125 bucks a day, and I'm selling $500 packages at least every single day. So will that goal be hard? Most likely not. So that's what you want to do. If you find yourself struggling to just keep yourself accountable, or you're struggling to and you're just watching days flow by, like if today's already the 7th for you and you're like, what? Then that means you need to stay organized, and that you need to have daily income goals so you don't fall asleep until you hit the goal, right? If you need to provide for your family, you need to provide for your company, and you have to get your guys paid, then you have to make sure that you hold yourself accountable, because they're not going to hold you accountable. You got to hold yourself accountable. And so a fantastic way to do that is to have your daily income goals, right? And then you want to have the income that's coming in per day, and then the profit. How much are you making out of that? And so like I said, I want to make a 3K profit. So that might be 6K in sales, whatever it is. You want to make sure that you have that set up. And then you want to have some notes, right? So some little notes with what you guys talked about on the phone call. And then that way you can stay organized and you can follow up with them. It's the most important thing. So that's why I have my client spreadsheet. I have potential people, and then I also have clients that I'm actively working with, and it's super organized. And so that's basically the value that I have for you guys today. I hope you found this of value. And if you have any questions at all, just send me a DM, like this, leave a comment with something that you learned, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.